Hey guys, this is Game Jaeger bringing you a live stream for the Warrior Goddess Gods Arise event. And just going to bring you a little bit of a stream here for the latest and all new Titan that is here. And again, using an all new game setup. So just going to take a moment to kind of pull up some stuff and make sure everything is streaming properly. But this way I can also make sure that I go ahead and pull up any chats here. And we are going to go ahead and open up Discord. I'm going to try to run this again right on my iPad. So if anyone wants to join in there, I'll post the link in just a minute, but let me go ahead and get some haze going on out there. Superbach, what's up? Joseph Jansen, hey, what's up? Scorpion Sting, hey. Julitza, hello, my people. Abelong, Badumts, say, hey, what's going on? Gary Livingston, hey, what's going on? Lawrence Wicks, what's up? Dynamic, Sporadic, yo. Julitza Figueroa, we need you to create a Titan called Jellyfish equal to Jellyfish and be a champion type poison. Interesting comment to kick it off, but yo, Bo, what's up in there? Hector's in the chat. Sweeney Todd, hey, what's going on? Sound seems like it's popping just a little bit. Could be. We'll just kind of keep playing around with it and see what's going on, see if I can fix that. Big J Born in the house. Frost, yo. All right, but here we go. Let's see. I'm going to switch this up. Again, we're just kind of kicking off this Alliance War Warrior Goddess. We'll give an opportunity for some people to get here and there, but let me do a quick audio switch. And let's see if that'll end up making it any better. But all right, so here we go. Let's start it out, and then we will do. We'll open up the Discord, things like that, in a little bit. Much better. Will Brown says, yo, what's going on? Sound is popping, yeah. That cleaned up. Awesome, fantastic. Glad to hear. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Again, trying an all-new stream setup, so it's just a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm not using any kind of setup. I actually had to completely get rid of my computer, but that's not what we're here for. So let's talk about this Gods Arise Alliance War. Again, we have the Warrior Goddess Athena has come into the game. We've got a little over a 3.5-day event going on, and let's just talk about some things that are happening. All right, Athena is the first Storm Summoner. In other words, she can bring in Omega Storm Maidens, which this is the first time we've seen this in game. Again, Athena, of course, being the first of the Greek goddesses as well, which is kind of the kickoff to the whole next god segment. We just wrapped up with Norse gods. Of course, Ragnarok ended that, and now we're going into the Gods Arise, focusing on the Greek topic. So, of course, there's a pretty good pool of gods that we can pull in from that one there. The question is, of course, will each Titan continue to summon different types of troops? And the biggest thing, of course, is what is their damage going to be? But we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through the stream. And I'll give you a full event stream rundown, who's coming up after me, all those good things. I do have you for the next 2 hours, so basically buckle in and let's go through it. But Omega Storm Maidens are an elite of their kind. Again, we know that they have some boosts, but they also have some kind of takeaways to go along with them depending on the use. One unique thing is the fact that you only get to bring 3 of them into the battle, so that's just a little bit different. Ragvendra Kumar, hey, what's going on? Julitza, no problem. So as the first ancient with summoning skills, all right, she bestows upon you the almighty Summon of the Omega Storm Maiden spell. You know, something again you get to drop just like a spell anywhere on the map, but instead it brings in some troops. Now I liken this to the Bifrost, and even Dom said he did take a little bit of inspiration from that. I think it's pretty cool, little Thor reference there. So. Combined with your X skills that can boost the offenses and defenses of Spearmen, your armies will reign supreme. Now, I do like this, the fact that it is also Spearmen, because they've kind of had their own, who is it that always says, you know, the Spearman Inquisition that's coming in. But you got 2 times Spearman X skills all the way on the right, which, again, have the opportunity to both be offense or defense. We do have the 3 Summon Storm Maiden skills. Again, when we look at this a little bit more in detail, it 3 separate skills that each unlock 1 Storm Maiden. We also do see Titan Armor, those spells, boosts, whatever you want to call them, that go with the Omega Storm Maidens, does bring in the additional boost with them for the armor, piercing, damage, etc., etc. Now, with this, let's kind of keep rolling through here, right? The Omega Storm Maidens, we've seen this screenshot on the live stream before. You know what's going on, but the Omega Storm Maidens, here's a little bit of what they get with the positives and the takeaways. They deal an extra 80% damage, and they move with a increase in 30% speed, but their range is 20% less. So you get that damage, but you do have to get a little bit closer, which, one thing to keep in mind, this does make Storm Maidens a little susceptible to melee. You know, they're having to get just a little bit closer. So those are some things just to kind of keep in mind. You know, not only that, but especially in this image here, to me, that's not an ideal situation of having 3 Storm Maidens, Omega or not, up against a full army of battalion troops. We know that they are not good against battalion troops. I recently, and I'll be dropping a video soon for that too, with Thorhild, the all-new Thorhild with Maiden skills, took her up against a few different defenses, and she does good against Goliath, good against Panthers, but they're not good against these battalion troops, these 2D styles, the Unek Grenadiers, the Spearmen, the Militia, the Imperials. They just don't deal out the damage because they are literally just trying to pick off 1 troop at a time. So they can be summoned anywhere on the battlefield. Again, opportunity to get them maybe close to a spawn point or surrounding a Titan or right in front of some Panthers or even behind Panthers or to the side of Panthers as they're rushing a Titan or another troop, that you can kind of get these nice little surprise attacks, these almost flanks or blitzes, right? You can kind of get in there. CEO God, hey, what's going on? Ragvendra says, is she worth for free-to-play? You know, we'll do. I've got my event breakdown, so I can give that to you, and we can talk about whether or not she'll be good. Being the fact that she's first of her kind, I would almost kind of say go for her. If you're, you know, I think it's kind of to be determined whether or not she is that Titan to kind of go for. I'm going to try to go for. I've got some gems and some tokens saved up. They got some pretty good deals going on now as well, so keep those in mind. But I'd almost want to say, yes, you should go for it if you've got the opportunity to, just because she's the first. And I know Zalan was mentioning it too about that whole Titan regret syndrome. But those would be some things about that. JM, not good against battalion troops. Am I sure about that? Keep seeing how low-level Storm Maidens destroying high-level battalion troops. They certainly can do it. That is something that, you know, they can do, especially high level, but they are designed with that weakness against battalions. So what I'm almost kind of more saying is bringing in 3 Omega troops isn't going to be the make or break it, I think, for your fight. I think they can give you this enhancement. They can help out. You know, there are casualties that you can take without really having to be worried about it because it doesn't cost you anything. So they can do it, but you've got to be, I think, smart about how you attack with it. I mean, the devs have just said they have designed them to not be as effective against battalion troops. So just going off of that, they could get it done. But, you know, just for your average level player, someone who's not rocking out with, you know, level 24, level 25 Storm Maidens already, I think most people right now are still between level 14 and level 16 Storm Maidens, that those are just things to kind of keep in mind going with it. Switching from that, we also have the all-new Greek relics. So we got some new ones coming in. The Golden Apple here, for an example. The Plumed Helm. And we also have the Labaris. whatever. And then we've got Midas Touch, right? You actually got a few Midas relics, I think, to go along with it. But these here offer some additional boosts. The Golden Apple, which is at the very end, does give you your Omega Storm Maiden damage, Storm Maiden crit, and Lightning Troop and Titan damage. Here's something to keep in mind with these relics as we go through, especially these first two. You can see the Plumed Helm has Omega Storm Maiden health. The devs did say that the Omega Storm Maiden skills do not buff standard Storm Maidens, but any standard Storm Maiden buffs do apply also to the Omega. So using the Golden Apple as an example, your Omega Storm Maiden damage is only going to apply to them. Any other Storm Maidens you bring in are not going to get that buff. But the second skill, Storm Maiden Critical, that will buff both your standard Storm Maidens and your Omega Storm Maidens. So again, I think that's something pretty unique. Here's my thinking is this event might be pretty worth it just to go through and get your relics, if maybe not even so much for the Titan, because with more Greek events coming out, will we see each of these come around again, or will some of these become really valuable relics that we might not see for some time? The Plumed Helm, looking at that one, we've got the Omega Storm Maiden Health, Lightning Troop, and Titan Resist, and an All-Troop Armor. Of course, the big question with things like this is, will they, hopefully soon, fix those relics that are a little broken, that they have, all-troop damage, things like that, that don't actually apply when it's both Titan and your army. So there's a few of those relics that are out there. Hopefully these don't fall into that same boat, but we'll see. And then we've got that very last one, the Storm Maiden Damage, Titan Physical Resist, and Storm Maiden Armor Piercing. Again, two of those skills, Storm Maiden Damage and Storm Maiden Armor Piercing, not only apply to your standard Storm Maidens, but also to your Omegas. Let's see, probably wait for another Greek god and save my tokens for that. It's like us going all out on Velk, then really, realizing Thor and Loki were so much more fun down the line. Waiting for Artemisia. CEO God, not Jaeger, I think is the other way around. What do you mean, CEO God? What do you mean other way around if you're talking skills? Of what I just said, where standard Storm Maiden doesn't apply, or does apply to Omega, but Omega skills do not apply to standard Storm Maidens. Zeus's Lightning, why wouldn't he also have Omega Maidens? Who knows? The Omega Storm Maiden buffs apply to regular one, I think. No, I snagged this the moment they said it. I jotted this note down, but we can go back and review to confirm. But the Omega Storm Maiden buffs only apply to the Omega Storm Maidens. Standard buffs go both ways. 99.99% sure of that one, but we can double check the live stream just to make sure. Let's talk about the Temple Takeover, and of course you also have your boosts in here. We've got the 4-star Titans, Arvan, Solgar, Grimvald, and Skullgrim, along with Thorhild, all buff. Thorhild gets you the highest buff of 1.3. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we also see an all-new 3-star Berserker, Hakon, who is available in the temples. So they are going to be your 1.2 buffs, which is kind of unique that not only does your 4-star, but also your new 3-star offers a brand new buff. Zalan pointed it out, and I noticed it as well. We both didn't do a video about it, but it is unique that we actually saw him in the Thorhild Temple Takeover info drop. So they all get the 1.2. There is Thorhild, who's getting your 1.3. So let's talk about this boost and what it means for your event. Not counting any relics in my calculations, but we've got a 20,000 soul event. If you're getting at least the 1.2, I don't know if as many people have Thorhild, so I'm kind of going more with like popular availability. That's going to take you about 1,667 raids, which at 3 portal stones a raid, it's going to cost you 5,001 portal stones. At 6 gems apiece, this event to complete 20,000 souls is going to cost you 30,006 gems. And if you're doing at the most a 1-minute raid, you've got 28 hours of raids to do. Of course, if you can cut that in half, 30-second raids, you're down to 14 hours. If you can do 10 or 15-second raids, then you're going to be down to about 7 hours straight of just pure gameplay. So depending on kind of where you fall, the lands that you're hitting, the league that you're in, and how much ping pong is available, those are things to consider. But of course, you can always buff it with these all-new relics, Nectar of the Gods, which fall into the standard Crazy 8s, right? Giving you your 300% all the way up to 1,800% boost. That's what you've got going on there. Nothing too different except Nectar of the Gods. This will be the question, like we saw with the Norse gods. All of the Norse gods had the exact same relic all the way up until Odin, and then all of a sudden Odin changed. So this is going to be my advice pretty early on. If you pull these relics, use the relics. Don't pull them and save thinking that they're going to apply to the next Greek god that comes out. I don't know if that's going to be the way that this one works, just because we saw that change with Norse gods. Now, if you're new to the game, let's also talk about how you get in there, because I've seen many new subscribers on my channel and also many new members joining in chats. So you do need to be in the Bronze League or higher. You do get 10 event souls per raid that you do, whether it be a garrison or a land. So keep this in mind. Do lands, because that way you're getting more souls per portal stones. So you want to make sure that you focus on using those chosen titans, which are your Vikings. Again, that's Grimvald, Solgar, Arvan, Skullgrim. You've got Thorhild. You could even use the brand new 3-star if that's the first lightning titan you get throughout the milestone progress. The goal is to try to get as far as you can by the end of the event, which this one here runs all the way through until the end of the season on Sunday, Monday, depending on what day of the week it falls on for you. But it's 10 souls at a time unless you go back and use any of your tokens or relic boosts to increase what those souls are. So that's what you're looking at for the event. Now let's go ahead and do a full event rundown. All right, so that's your intro. That's what we've got going on. Brand new situation coming in the Greek gods. We got a lot of comments coming in, so I'm just double checking on that. JB, you also said same as what I said as far as the buffs go. Joseph, you hope to save for the Halloween Titans, maybe Hades. You know, based off of a comment in the live stream, which I'll try to do a Talk of Titans as soon as possible. But I think they kind of hinted at a possible Halloween event focused around the Greek gods, because someone asked the question about a nighttime sky when attacking castles or at your castle or thing like that. I think we might see that with Halloween this year, because we did get the maybe, I don't know, or the, maybe soon. Hades, I think, would tie right into that and would be a great Titan to release during that time, as long as I hope Calvarex continues to offer a buff for that. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, what else have we got in here? Heard the same as what I had. James said you are correct with the buffs. Mega True buffs for them only. Standard buffs is for both. Great, Sweeney. Thanks for confirming that. Buff, bluffs. Who knows, whatever, right? Buff, pass. Here we go. So let's take a look at what we've got for rewards as doing our event rundown. I've already collected 24 souls because I had to pop my bubbles a couple of times for people. Doing some ping pong, I've already got that set up. But as far as events go, we've got one of the highest number of tiers for this event than we've had in a while. We typically have only 6 tiers. We're now up to 7. I think we've gone as high as 8 in the past, but don't quote me on that. But we had this all new, actually like a silver tier that's kind of in here, which to me kind of seems a little out of place, because normally we've got like a bronze, and I think maybe it just jumps to gold, but we'll look at it as we go through here. I haven't analyzed it that much, but there are a few things that are different in these milestones than we've had in the past. So let's start out with we kick off with a bonus token first, rather than a portal stone and then the tokens. So with that, just see a little bit different. We're also starting with a lower soul count, 20 souls, rather than starting out at like 50 souls or something like that. So we've got a bonus token, which I don't offer any value to that because it's free. We've got our portal stones, which we cap out this time at 150, 900 gem value to those. The past couple events we've seen up to 350, having a 200, 100, and a 50. We even saw like 60 recently, but we've got 150 this time around. We get our first token at 80. We've got 4 tokens in total. That's an 8,000 value that you can get from that. And then we get our first bundle of gems in this silver category or tier as well. Gem-wise, just kind of giving you the full calculation, we've got 5 bundles of gems available in the milestones. They're a total of 4,450 gems available. And then we see one of our first changes, I'd say kind of not really significant, but a big change to these milestone rewards is the 2-star Titans. They've increased them from a level 10 to a level 15. So they've given them 5 extra levels, which for a brand new player, I think is pretty good to be able to kick off, if you're new to the game, coming in here, getting a 2-star Titan right at level 15 versus, maybe you could switch off from your Kobar that you might have kicking this game off. So Kelwyn actually is pretty nice because she does buff archers, and you can get actually a full archer roll, so she's not a bad Titan to kind of have if you can get your hands on some archer relics. Again, not fantastic, but it might just give you an extra little change of gameplay from Kobar if you're brand new. We then get our second and last bundle of 100 portal stones, and then we immediately start seeing some all-new relics. The Mask of Midas, the Spartan Cape both in here, more gems, and a Halstead is the second Titan in here at a level 15. We continue. This silver tier goes for, you know, a little bit here, which honestly, I'm actually noticing. Hold on, this isn't a silver tier. All these rewards are silver. They're not chunked up into your different milestones, so you almost can't identify where one ends. Let's say that seems a little high, but the silver tier ended all the way back at 500, which was Kelvin. So this is different. We don't see your standard tier colors: purple, blue, bronze, gold, platinum. They're not here. So that's a little different. No, that's okay. Just kind of taking that in for a minute. A little bit of a change there. But we got Halstead again, also level 15. Another ancient token at 2,000. Before we go too far, let's take a look at these new relics. I don't have all their final skills, but we've got the Mask of Midas here. Gives you 9% Storm Maiden armor. Again, this will be nice because it's not Omega specific. So this is a relic that could apply to both. I'm not sure of the second skill, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. It won't take long before we see it maxed out. And again, for a new player, these 2 stars will be nice. For end player, these relics won't necessarily be valuable for you. We got the Spartan Cape, which starts out with a Titan resist against fire. Okay, not sure again what the second skill will be, but we'll see what these turn out to. We've got Halstead here again. We've got the Ancient Token. We've got a 3-star Holy Blade. These Holy Blades here offers critical and a few other. I forget exactly what it comes out to be, but the 4-star of that actually isn't all that bad for kind of capping off a few things. Oversight Jaeger. Maybe it's your device. Is this maybe just me that they're all silver? I'm going to close it out and take a look back at it again. Well, I don't know. All silver, but what else have we got in here? We've got another new 3-star relic, the Hoplite Cord. We've got the Midas Touch, and we get a level 10 Valwyn. So just to kind of, I'm going to keep swiping through these because a lot of these things will be, some repeats. Titan Health kicks off with the 3-star there. The Midas Touch, Titan Lightning Damage. Okay, not bad. We've got Athenian Aspis. Yeah. Titan Resist against Physical. That might not be all that bad for those archers that are out there. Steadfast Stand. We've got Titan Resist against Poison. Okay. We get the all-new Hakon available, level 10. So brand new Titan immediately being released at level 10. In total, we've got 2 2-star relics. We've got 6 3-star relics, many of which are all new. 4 4-star relics for a total there of 32,000 in relic value. That's in the milestone rewards. Labrys or Labrys. Either way, I don't know. We can Google that later. Storm Maiden Damage. Again, a skill that applies to both. We now get the 4-star Midas Touch. We get our one and only Epic Token. Another 8k value right there. Born Scooby, those ancient tokens look like a chance for a 4-star. These epic tokens and the ancient tokens, relic tokens have always been listed as 4 stars in here. So that's nothing new or nothing different. It's a different token, but it's always listed as a 4-star. You got a chance to get up to a 4-star, but assume that you're probably going to get mostly 1s and 2 stars. Be happy with a 3 and be fortunate with a 4. But tokens are always listed. I think if we go all the way back, not to just keep bouncing around on you guys, but if you go, the bonus token is listed at 2. But your ancient tokens, epic tokens, always listed at 4 because it does technically give you a chance at a 4-star. Sweeney Tide, your rewards are all silver also. Cool, not just me then. So let's see. I'm going to keep swiping. Let's talk about what else we have in here. For Titans, we've got the 2 stars, 2 2-stars. Both are at level 15. And then we've got 2 3-stars. Both are at level 10. And 1 4-star, which comes up right around here at Athena. We also see the Divine Gems placed quite a bit higher, which, Zelan, I do not use the word upper echelon, but we've got Divine Gems are placed a little higher, which maybe they should be just because they offer a little bit more peak rewards other than some of those lower XP relics, but if you're saving up for a 5-star, maybe it might be worth a little bit more fight. But I know a few people might be disappointed that they're not as readily available lower on. Same thing with the tokens. We've got a token all the way up here at 16,000 souls. Typically, we see all 4 a little bit lower. It's not the first time we've seen tokens come up higher, but it's not, I think, typical. And then we, again, cap out 20,000 souls at the Golden Apple. So, again, opportunities kind of work your way all the way through there. So we'll see. Zerat, am I finishing this one? I am going to be giving it a shot. Kind kind of just hustling through it. The best I have is a 1.2, so I don't have 1.3, but I've got 20,573,000 gems. They do have that deal going on. Let's see if it'll pop up here. Where are you at? They do have the deal going on. Not this one here. Those are only 3-star event relics. You get 2 tokens, for what it is, about $100 for a level 1. Level 10 Thorhild. Oh, okay, so they increased the level. Not as bad, but don't know if I'd put my $100 there. This might be the better value. 71,000 gems, 25% off. These are usually the good deals that if anyone buys gems, these are the ones that I typically say would be the ones to get your value in. This is in US dollars, so typically from about 133 and change down to almost an exact $100. Soldier, hey, what's going on? So you've only got a day to pick that up, so if you're going to buy gems, pick it up. If it's not a single-time purchase, maybe consider getting 2 if you know that you purchase gems frequently. But let's get out here and let's get some raids going. We didn't look at the Alliance rewards, but I think by now you might know. I guess we can go ahead and just pull it up anyways. Full top 50 get Athena. So they've broken the levels down a little bit more. We've got a 30, a 20, a 15, a 10, a 5, and then a 1. We still see the 4-star Titan Soul relic in here. One thing we don't have in the rewards is the epic token. It's been instead replaced with all Athenas higher up. So these are some things that just certainly change it. Again, definitely consider working your way up there. About 4,000 gems now, which ain't all that bad. I think this slot typically is where that epic token is, and we usually start at the 3,000 gems. So if we can hold on to 4,000 gems, I'm pretty cool with that. Not too bad with that. That deal's bloody expensive though. For Abel Long 90. If you typically buy gems, it's the better value, I think, as far as things go. It's not 20% off or whatever it is actually a pretty sweet deal for the relics. I saw a lot of people on YouTube saying, bring back some gem bundles, and they did for this one. So I would definitely say go for it if you buy gems. I would have preferred if they did the smaller gem packs like 7k gems for a tenner. Wouldn't hesitate purchasing those. Yeah, sometimes those small bundles, but think about this. If you buy, 7k gems for $10, let's say if you buy that 10 times, you're at $100 and you're at 70,000. Here, you get an extra 1,000 gems for that, right? And even save money compared to what it normally would cost. So, I guess that's what it is, right? I guess look at it as stretch that $100 over time versus buying it in small, change here and there. But let's get into some raids. We're going to get this going, but what are some other things we might want to do? Do we want to open up Discord? Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Okay, live stream is back online. Again, just switching over and opening up Discord for anyone that's to join in there with me. I'll be able to hear you. Again, don't know how well it'll come through in-game. I made a few tweaks, but based off the last live stream, still working out some adjustments here. Able to normally buy smaller amounts. Can't bring myself to spend 100 for a mobile game. Yeah, it's a little tricky. All right, let's go ahead and find some ping pong here. Let's see if we can get going. Kraken's got ping pong lands. Let's see what we got. Let's go do some visits. You're closed up. Archer. Crackling sounds back again. All right. All right, sorry about that. We're back online. Just had to close out that Discord. just running both on my iPad here then just won't work, but we'll just go ahead and keep this running solo. I'm long-winded enough to go ahead and keep it going. But let's find some more ping pong, lots of level 25 ping pong lands. Here, man, come get some great Titan XP. I need that G-Bacon. I need it. The trick is, can I beat it even to level 25, because I'm using some pretty weak sauce here. Level 25. Let's see what we're running with here. This will be a close one, but we've got Solgar with all cats. This is actually the old school Solgar, and I'm going to try leveling him up a little bit. The reason why I'm choosing to start on him is he's got all Spearman skills, and 2 of them being Spearman resist against lightning, which with Storm Maidens, again, being naturally weak against battalions, and especially Spearman being able to be pretty resistant, I'm going to try leveling him up. Just I'm not going to put a lot of focus on him, but using him for an event like this, if he gets the boost, then let's see if we can kind of get him up there a bit. Now, I'm just going to run him with all cats. I got the mount armor on him, so, nothing too major here. I should bring in some spells to just kind of help me out. Let's do... I'll throw a few shields. Let's throw another freeze and a few shields in there. And I got a couple reinforcements, so we'll just see how this goes. Land is under attack. Oh, okay. All right, look at him. Here I am getting all ready for it. Got to switch it up. All right, Goliath and Grenadiers, that's fine. I don't like running cats against cats because it always slows me down, but this is a pretty close score. Let's see if we can go ahead and actually beat this out. I'm doing it with an old Grimvold as well. Zerat, nice. Joseph, let's see. Zalon, it's cool, Jaeger. You're doing great. Oh, thanks. I could always open up Discord. I've got a second headset just kind of in so I can listen to my stream, so I could always do it if anyone wants to jump on me. The trick is nobody on stream would hear me doing that. So... Bacon, if you can keep popping this land, this actually might do pretty good for me. I'll just keep taking on these Goliaths. Now, here's another thing. I haven't done a video since this happened, but right, the allies button, your reinforcements, they now call allies, that has actually moved over to the left side of the screen, right? All right, so yeah, these Goliaths are going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. I think maybe Imperials and Grenadiers. Imperials and Grenadiers might do a little better. Let's freeze these guys up so I don't lose too many cats on this. Too bad they took away that whole like tap-tap-tap-a-roo with the cats. But I gotta shut these guys down. See, and that's why you say, and this is more than a 1 minute raid. What do I lose on that? I might have to... see, I lost like half my troops, although I love it. And that XP is actually fantastic. I don't know if I keep hitting this with those kind of troop losses. What do we have here? Let's try this guy out, although I actually really want the gold. Yeah, I'm not going to take on level 25 cats. Me being the weak sauce that I am, only level 20, and... Alright, I'll take on the farms. What am I doing on troop-wise? 31 cats? Yeah. We'll see. G-Bacon, I love the lands. I just don't know if I can keep hitting them. Let's see, what do we got? We got 43 watching now. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Again, if you're pretty new to Dawn of Titans, I am... Oh, see, even Imperials just absolutely waste my cats. This is not good. Goliaths were better. But, so I'm Gaming Jaeger. I play with the Sanctuary Alliance. We are currently... I don't even... to be honest, I actually have no idea what league we're even in. Man, my cats... This is terrible losses. Look, there's that one cat who just gets stuck jabbing at dead bodies. Kick them while they're down, man. You're going to be dead too. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what league we're in. We're somewhere, but we're actually on our way back up to Legends. It's been a long time since we ever played. Oh, come on. Seriously, don't even. I'm bringing that Goliath just in case. It's terrible. Terrible. Almost lost that one. I just not equipped to take on level 25 troops, right? But we got 43 watched again. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. On my journey to... Oh, completely wasted. On my journey to try to reach 1K subs. I'm at 650 something, so I got a little while to go, but I know based off of my stats, guys and gals, that over 50% of my views come from people who are not subscribed. You do me a huge, huge favor if you hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up. Share this stream wherever it might be. In fact, that actually makes me think even I've got to share this link around. But huge favor to me when you do it. Always tune in because I do like to do streams quite often. I have been known to do a couple giveaways here and there, so something to kind of just keep out for. Where do I want to search? I might actually go out and just hit some of these Borderlands just to get some souls in as well. See who's got any kind of setup. These guys are probably going to all be super bubbled, right? But I also want to get some gold in here just because I've got to get my next storage leveled up before my timer runs out. Yep, you don't have anything there. Let's see. It doesn't seem like a lot of people have posted about ping pong on here. 53,000, yeah, and I'd love to hit more than that. Alright, that ain't bad. Why do people just set up absolutely terrible event lands? Paste this link over here. I gotta update my thumbnail too. But let's bring it on over here back to the stream so I can keep in on that one. Let's talk about who else is coming up after me. Alright, who's got ping pong? Sharing is caring, right? Unless it's like herpes. That doesn't count. $906. Man, who's got some events land stacked up? 23. I don't like taking on cats with my weaker cats. Cats on cats on cats. You got nothing set up there. Trying to target level 24. You're not going to help me out much more. Man. And this is actually why I want to be back in Legends. I spent some time up there actually with NT Warhammer for a couple of events recently, and the lands were fantastic, the resources are plenty, and so many people have ping pong lands set up. You know, they know how to do an event proper up there. That's why I'm really looking forward to getting back, because I would not be struggling this hard to find lands with the proper ping pong setup. You know, all this whole, like, you should not have full troops on there. Let's see, who's been hitting me? I guess I can start there and take a look around. Level 21 troops. All right, that's a little better. Let's keep it going. So, guys, though, give me some comments down in here. Let's do some check up here. I'm doing a little Grimwald. Did they say fusion event on Monday? Superbach, they did say fusion event on Monday. Where's my notes at? Cliff notes from the call. What'd I do with you? That's not it. Monday, we've got, actually next week we've got quite a bit. We've got the Titans Unleashed, which is the Titan Fusion event, kicks off on Monday, along with the Garden Temple Takeover. I think the question will also be, will Athena already be available in that temple, or is she going to hold out for a little bit longer? We also have a Siggy event coming up midweek that's going to be called Victorious. It's going to start on Tuesday, and then the main headline event for the week actually doesn't start till Friday, and it will run through the start of the new season until Tuesday. They didn't give a hint at exactly what it was, or at least I didn't catch it, but that's what we've got going on for that one. Trying old school Arvan. Joseph, I've got old school Arvan as well. I chose to do Solgar because of those Spearman resist lightning. I thought maybe he might be unique to just go ahead and level up. Throw some people off. Maybe if they get used to raiding with Storm Maidens or things like that, that actually might be kind of helpful. See, cats. I don't really want to go against cats. That slows me down. Just give me a little more gold. Okay, let's just do it. Let's see. Calvary Explode Vial Relic is always helpful as well. Yeah, I could put him on there. I could do that. We're going to get your 1K. Thanks, Soldier. Would appreciate it. Cooter, hey, what's going on? Let's go hit that sub button. Thank you very much. Joseph, you got no gems. Well, they got a good deal. 71 gems, 71K gems for the 99 US. 20% off. That's not all that bad. Let's see, where am I? What server am I with NTG this week? I don't think I am with NTG this week. I'm totally going to lose that one, but I'll throw you up against these guys. I'll take a look at the list and see. Superbach Gaming Yanger would be cool to hear some background sound from game or some music. Last time I did that, it comes through a little loud. So I actually was, based off of the last stream that I did actually decide to switch that off. Just because I was actually competing on my own stream to get my sound through with the game. Now, I'm using an all-new stream setup. This is only my second time streaming with what I'm doing right now, using this Mob Crush tool. Unfortunately, I can't control the different volumes because I'm playing on an iPad. Like Android, you can control like the game come through this loud, or music come through this loud. I can't do that on mine, unfortunately. So it's pretty much like all or nothing, and that's a little bit of a bummer. So. Gary, new offers are needed, you think? I think if they definitely offered more gem bundles at different tiers, have this $100 bundle, but they should have a $50 bundle. They should have like a $20 or $15 or $10 bundle as well. I think more people spend in those smaller chunks, and even in the comments you guys have said that you do, spend in smaller chunks. And losing cats like crazy. Some people just be a little more hesitant to be like, oh, here's $100. But if they could be like, hey, $10 at a time, that ain't all that bad. Just stock up on some cats again. Keep that going. I only have room for one more. Can I take anyone from my treasure room? I do have to collect some relics. I don't want archers. Do I have any panthers in here? I'll pick up these relics. Event token, that's fine. I don't have any cats in here. That's alright. Syndicate. Let's see what you got set up. 174 again, level 21 cats. Was for one of the fire events, if not mistaken. That's ages ago. Use Bitter Dirks. I should use, but I'm trying to use the mod armor to try to save them a little bit more, health and armor. But I could switch over to a Bitter Dirks. What do I got here? That's a relic upgrade. But where's Bitter Dirks? Right, Bitter Dirks. Damage crit, Panther armor piercing. So I could switch over to that one. trying to see if they're not surviving as is, so maybe we'll switch it up. 7,800 for $10 for you. All right, so Kumar, that's it's pretty good. Hopefully they be nice to see those little details in there. Posted you in my DOT Facebook group. Soldier, thank you very much. I am actually streaming on Facebook right now. So anyone who's on Twitter can find me. Anyone who's on Mob Crush can find me. I believe I'm even streaming over to Twitch right now, as long as this tool set up properly. And I'm not going to save you that way. There we go. Spread out and get them. So I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Mob Crush, and Twitter. Did I say Twitter already? But I'm streaming out to all of those. So if you're on any of those, find them, share them, post them, repost them, all that kind of good stuff. Really appreciate it quite a bit. What's the Facebook link? It's actually just on my Facebook page, which is also Gaming Jaeger. That one works a little funny because every time I've got a little bit of a hiccup, like YouTube will continue streaming it, but Facebook treats them as separate streams every single time I do that, which is a bummer. So, Eternal All-Star, what have you got set up? Better have something set up. Level 24. Your sweet 2 lands you got set up here. Yay. Yeah, but that's okay. Let's head out to the Borderlands, see if we can find something. Help out a little more. While we do this, what I should also do is give you guys a full schedule. I got no shame hitting these Borderlands here. I would just prefer that they also be lower in troops so I can get through them pretty quick. Don't want to go up against groups of cats. Alright, I got no problem doing this here. As many raids as I plan on doing. See, I'm already losing out on my cats, so I'm going to have to switch it up, maybe go with a different setup, but we'll see. But if you're on any of those social channels, you could pretty much hit me up on... I actually need to create a Nightbot link for all my channels. On a side note, I think I'm going to start streaming a different game on Twitch, Xbox. Technically, I think it's already a little bit of an older game, but I just picked up Titanfall 2. Go figure, I stick with like the Titan named games, but actually, I literally just ordered it for like $9 off Amazon, and it's kind of fun. So I think I might go with like some live streaming for that game, just to kind of switch it up. But I get some links figured out for YouTube, so share that stuff around. But everywhere I'm at for gaming is just under Gaming Jaeger. But let's go through a schedule. Let's get a rundown for the 38 people that are watching right now. Let me give you a rundown of what's actually happening in this stream. Let me go ahead and pull up that schedule. We have me going right now. I am on. Already just turning over my first hour. I've got another hour after this. Ron Gamer comes up after me for an hour, and then I pick back up to fill in a vacant slot. Unless Ron Gamer decides he might want to go for 2 hours, certainly can, but I've got another slot that I'll be back. After me goes JJ for the 7th hour. Zalan comes back, then Boganora. Then Goden comes back around. Will Luxley comes in at hour 11. 80th hour. Zalan comes in for me for 2 after me for 2 hours, 21:22, and Soldier wraps us up with the last 2 hours. Again, pending no changes, hopefully, to anything that goes on in here, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure we'll keep you guys updated, but also take a look and follow around for hashtag DOT24Live. That is going to help you guys keep up on any of your announcements or posts or things like that we've got going on for this 24-hour live stream for the all-new Gods Arise theme and event that's going to be going on. And I'm sure it's going to be going on for several weeks as all of these new Titans drop in. I'm just going to scan around and look for some more Borderlands, if any of them have popped. Let's see what's going on down here. Nope, I think it was the same one I checked out earlier. I have been attacked. I am not surprised. Someone's hitting a castle, eh? Maybe for daily, right? I don't know who these people are. I've been attacked again. Man, why can't people set up some good stuff? Camelot, let's see what you got going on, Camelot. 20. I'll hit you again. Shields are removed. Yes, no problem. Down to my last handful of cats. What else can we bring in here? What do I have an overabundance of? Why not? Let's throw in some Storm Maidens. So let's see what they can do. Alright, let me get this thumbnail too. Thanks, Bo. Pull on that thumbnail. Save the phone. Got it, got it, got it. There might be a little bit of a change. We'll see. Possible change lineup, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to send Arvan over here. I'm going to send my cats over here. Let's see if these Storm Maidens can take on these level 20 Goliaths. Fire away, guys. Not doing it quick enough. Don't get into melee, right? Hammer them down. Why are you running up to him? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why did she, the one decided to just rage out here, huh? Alright, so it's level 15 Storm Maiden. See, against that battalion, not bad, but good thing those cats came in to kind of help out. Let's see what we've got going on here. Run Gamer, I will go live in 2 hours from now. Yes, you'll stream for 1. Okay, Run Gamer. So just offering, because I was filling in a void. If you've got the ability to stream for 2 hours, you certainly can have my second slot. Don't know if that was a chance for you, but I'll be going in there. Jim, hey, what's going on? Superback, I used to call them easy prom date lands. They basically are, right? But they're just the borderlands. Easy as a prom date. Storm Mix with cats works great. Just got my maiden 17 on the way to 18 now. Sweeney, yeah, I think I've got a couple upgrades to go on. Just talk some random stuff for a minute here. I'm trying to get enough gold to finish out this last gold storage. If I don't get enough gold in enough time, which I'm only about a mil away, I've got 3 days and 5 hours. I got plenty of time. But I need to start this third construction before those other two wrap up. If you're not familiar with that, especially to any new players to the game, when you're upgrading any storages or like the gold or the food, you want all 3 storages to be upgrading simultaneously. As you can see now, the third one here says I need 4 out of 4 gold mines at 14. If these 2 storages finish before I start the upgrade, those gold mines will immediately jump up to 9 mines or 10 mines or 11 mines, however many I currently have at my castle level. So when you're upgrading storages, get all 3 buildings going simultaneously. After those 3 are done, I'm actually going to move those 3 builders, because that's all I have is just the 3. Going to move them over here to my food reserves. I'm going to get those 3 food reserves going. Doesn't have to be simultaneous, but I'm going to send 1 builder over here to these 3. After that, I'm going to have 1 builder also, not the garrison yet, upgrade my Asgardian Hall. I'll probably use the second one to keep working on those 2 reserves, because when those 3 reserves are done, I'll be able to upgrade my garrison as well. So that's a little upgrade plan for you guys where I'm at. I'm only castle level 20, so I'm just getting everything caught up, and I typically don't do next castle level until most of all of my, especially really important stuff, is at the exact same castle level. So troops all come up to my castle level before I move forward. Garrison especially, I try to keep the gold and stuff like that, because of course you need more as you go along, so etc, etc, etc. Michael Marlowe, what's up everyone? Hey, welcome to the stream. Set up so they attack as a group. I could definitely do that, Hector. Next time, level 10 maidens. Torched buff level 25 imps. Yeah, see, I've got to upgrade. I'm at 15, so I got them 1 level, but I got to get them up a little bit higher. I got Panthers going, right? Let's see, who's attacking me now? G-Bacon. Yeah, keep hitting it, G-Bacon. I'll keep popping. What do we have here? I'd really love some slightly lower sea level 23s. I just can't hit that with what I've got. I really would like. Again, I'm not too worried about the resource stuff that I get. Even the XP isn't going to be a deal breaker for me. I'm more after the souls right now. It's what I'm really interested in. Just looking for, even on these guys, these little, any border castles that you guys might have in your alliance. See, look at that, be good. Too many troops on there. Take your troops off. You don't need full troops when you're putting a level 1 Titan on there. Set up properly. Level 18. Okay, I could do that. We'll keep the same stat going. I gotta get some more free spells going in a minute. Joseph, 2 days from castle level 20. Nice. Sweeney just turned 21. Everything is 20 except golds and spears. All buildings are done. Nice. Rob Lincoln, sup? What's going? Hey, Rob, congratulations. Didn't you win on the live stream recently? If I remember correctly, I think you pulled in a gem package. Was it just last live stream? I swear they mentioned your name. If they did, kudos on that, bro. All right, light them up, light them up, light them up. All right, see, that's a little more my style. I don't think I'm going to suffer major. I did 12K last week, still waiting on him. Ooh. G Bacon's in the chat. There we go. Cooter, late to the party while driving. What's your opinion of the event? Good or not? Value. So here you're looking at value. I'll give you the value breakdown again for anyone new to the stream. Is it good? This would be something I would say, being the first god, there's been plenty of things I've missed out, although I've been told I have pretty bad taste in events. I usually go for ones that aren't that good. Like Talent, I just didn't have enough stuff to actually finish that one. So I didn't get that all-new Talent. And but I did like Stormbore, who it's all just trophy stuff. I have a tendency not to pick good events. But all new first god, here's the thing. We don't know anything about Storm Maidens, but we are under the impression right now, and there's some leaked stuff that's out there. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't like leaked information. You never know if it's accurate, right, wrong, anything like that. But if all all these new Greek gods all buff different troops, this might be your only chance to get Omega Storm Maidens. And as we all know, Storm Maidens right now are pretty powerful. If Athena is the only one who could do it, you might have a little bit of regrets not getting them, especially when you do level up, reach more endgame level 25 Storm Maiden troops. So not only that, but with the relics, there's also some pretty standard Storm Maiden relics in here. So I think the relics make it valuable as well. As far as an actual value go, here's your breakdown one more time, just do an overview. You got a 20,000 soul event. If you've got the 1.2 boost, giving you 12 souls, it's going to cost you 1,667 raids. At 3 portal stones a piece, you're looking at 5,001 portal stones to do all of your raids. Now, that's not counting any refreshes, the 50, the 100, anything you might have stocked up for last time. This is just straight up off of refreshes. At 6 gems a piece, those raids you need to do are going to cost you 30,006 gems. So now, of course, you could deduct portal stones you have, the gems you get throughout there, but that's what it's going to cost you to refresh your portal stones the whole time. If you're doing 1-minute raids, let's just put it out there, 1-minute raids, you got 28 hours of gameplay. If you can do 30-second raids, you got 14 hours. Keep cutting it down, etc. A lot of people can do 10-second raids on the right lands, so you'll be looking at 7 hours or something like that straight through gameplay. The overall event itself, in the relics, the titans, and the tokens that are all available, the portal stones that are all available in here, you've got an 82,900 gem value. They also have 4,450 gems available throughout the milestones. So you're looking at a total event value of 87,350. They raised, we'll pull up the rewards one more time, as we're about an hour in, so we'll just do another overview. That ancient token's actually pretty cool looking. But your 2-star Titans, they did increase their level from level 10 to level 15. So if you're pretty new to the game, these level 15 Titans might help you out, give you some extra land defenders, or give you something different to attack with if you're brand new. So at least going through to get some of those might not be all that bad. Portal stones, of course, are always good. The tokens are stretched out a little bit higher. I think your last token is all the way up here at 16,000 souls. So you're going pretty far to get to that last token to help you out with your pulls. But you still have 4 of them. You got 150 portal stones. Whether or not the relic golden apple is worth it at the very end, that's a whole nother story. Let me see. I can't remember if I got a screenshot of what the golden apple skills are, the percentages, but let me take a quick look. Let's see. That's Athena, Helm, Midas Touch, Libris, golden apple. Here we go. At level 10, the 4-star golden apple gives you 80. Is that an 80? Yeah, that's an 80% Omega Storm Maiden damage. They already have an 80% boost as is. So that's 160% damage boost alone from this one relic. 20% Storm Maiden critical and 30% Titan and Army Lightning damage. That's not that bad. The one thing we know, especially that Storm Maiden critical, base standard Storm Maiden skills apply to both standard Storm Maidens and Omega Storm Maidens. The only trick is, if it says it's an Omega Storm Maiden boost, that does not apply to your standard Storm Maidens. So it's, a little bit of a give and take with that one. The other question with the Golden Apple is, because it has both Titan and Army damage, as well as other Army troop, troop buffs, will this relic potentially have a flaw to it like some of the other relics in the game have? I think the Storm Banner is one of them, that it does not offer all the boosts that it says it does. So, if you get it, I think we're just going to have some testing to do. Be good to find out. I think we'll find out pretty quick, but, that'll be, whether it's worth it, I think it's just a matter of, do you have the Storm Maidens, because you get the Omega ones at whatever level you have them at. If you don't have them built, at castle level 14, then you're getting them at your castle level. So the one part I do like about this is that these Omega troops do summon on defense. We don't know exactly how and where, other than the dev said, it's random. So that's kind of the trick. But I'm going to go for it. I've gone for all the Norse gods. I think I'm going to go for all of these Greek gods as well, too, just because, I dig them. I dig the whole, I actually like the direction of this whole god thing. I think it opens up a lot of opportunities between, we had Norse gods, we've got Greek gods. I really look forward to hopefully getting Egyptian gods. You could do Mayan gods and Japanese gods, Celtic gods. There's so many gods you could pull into this. We already have Wukong, but we could do other Asian gods. There's so much we could pull from. I think it offers a lot of opportunities, and having this all-new style of summoning, again, is something pretty new. Definitely interested to get your opinion in the chats. What do you think? What do you think of everything from the relics in here, the Titan, the Greek gods? Do you like that new theme they're going with? Do you like the idea of summoning troops? And what gods would you like to see next? Post it in the comments. I'll read it out. We'll talk about it. If you're watching this after the fact, also post it in the comments, because I'd love to hear what's the community going for, because then we can also, relay some info back to DOT and some of the emails and stuff we do with them. But just to kind of bring that full circle, your gem value versus cost, you're looking at a 30,006 gem cost, but an 87,350 gem value. So you're almost tripling your gem. What do I want to look for? Like basically, if you were to buy everything separately, individually, spend the gems to pull the Titans, get the tokens, all that kind of stuff, you're tripling what where your gem distance can get you.